Section 4. From Village Boy to Army Man. My story begins in a small village, far from the corridors of power, far from the battlefields I'd later know. It was a simple life, hard but honest.
Lucky grew up with dreams, big dreams, dreams that seemed impossible for a village boy. But he held on to them, nurtured them, let them fuel his ambition.
From a young age, Lucky was different. He had a fire in his belly, a determination that set him apart. He wasn't content with the hand life had dealt him. He wanted more, not just for himself, but for his family, for his village.
I saw the army as my ticket out, my chance to make a difference.
Joining the army wasn't easy. The competition was fierce, the standards high. But Lucky was prepared. He trained hard, pushed his body to its limits and beyond. He studied, prepared, did everything he could to give himself an edge.
When the day came, I was ready. I passed the tests with flying colors. The village boy was now an army man. It was a proud moment. For me, for my family, for my entire village.
Lucky had done what many thought impossible, but he knew this was just the beginning. The real challenges lay ahead. The army would test him in ways he couldn't imagine. But he was ready, ready to serve, ready to prove himself, ready to make his mark on the world.
Section 5. Forged in Fire Training and Operations. Army training is not for the faint of heart. I learned this quickly. It was brutal, physically and mentally demanding, but I thrived. I embraced the challenge, pushed myself harder than anyone else.
The instructors noticed. We saw potential in him, raw talent waiting to be honed. Lucky's marksmanship stood out. He had a natural gift, an eye for detail, steady hands and nerves of steel.
The army recognized this. They put him on the sniper track. It was a whole new level of training, more intense, more specialized. Lucky soaked it all in, every lesson, every trick of the trade. He was determined to be the best.
Then came the operations, real missions, high stakes. I was ready. My first mission was a baptism by fire. It tested everything I had learned, and then some, but I came through. Not just survived, but excelled.
It was the first of many successful operations, each one adding to his reputation, each one honing his skills further. Lucky's exploits became legendary, stories of his precision, his coolness under fire, his ability to complete seemingly impossible missions. They spread through the ranks. Enemies learned to fear him. Allies were inspired by him. Lucky Bisht was no longer just a name. He was a symbol of excellence, of what was possible. A true hero in every sense of the word.
Section 6. Face to face with the dragon. Lucky's China encounters. India's relationship with China is complex, tense. I saw this firsthand. I was posted on the Indo-China border. It was a different kind of battlefield. No shots fired, but the tension was palpable. Every move watched, every action analyzed.
Lucky had to be on his toes, always alert, always ready. He witnessed the subtle games of geopolitics, the posturing, the silent threats. Lucky's role was crucial. He was the eyes and ears of the Indian army. His observations could prevent conflicts or start them. The responsibility was immense, but Lucky thrived under pressure. He always had.
There were close encounters, moments when tensions spiked, when a wrong move could spark a conflict. My training kicked in during these times. My calm demeanor, my ability to assess situations quickly. They proved invaluable. I diffused potential flashpoints without a shot being fired. It was a different kind of heroism, but heroism nonetheless.
These experiences gave Lucky a unique perspective on international relations, on the fragility of peace. He saw how decisions made in faraway capitals affected lives on the ground. It broadened his worldview, made him think beyond the scope of his rifle. Little did he know, these insights would serve him well in his future career.
Section 7. From Trigger to Pen. Lucky's new battle. Life has a way of coming full circle. I, the elite sniper, found a new calling. As a screenwriter, it was an unexpected turn, but looking back, it made perfect sense. I had stories to tell, experiences to share, and now I had a new weapon, the pen.
The transition wasn't easy. Writing is a different kind of battle, against blank pages, against self-doubt. But Lucky approached it with the same determination that made him a top sniper. He honed his craft, studied the art of storytelling, just as he once studied the art of marksmanship.
My past became my inspiration. The operations, the time in jail, the border tensions. All of it found its way into my scripts. I brought an authenticity to my stories that was rare. I wrote about things I knew, things I had lived, and it showed. My scripts had a raw power, a truth that couldn't be faked.
Lucky's new career is just beginning, but already he's making waves. His unique background sets him apart. He brings a fresh perspective to the world of screenwriting, just as he once brought precision to the battlefield. Lucky Bisht's journey continues, from commando to convict to screenwriter. It's a story worthy of the big screen itself, and who knows, maybe one day we'll see it there. Written by the man who lived